Can't beat that view for breakfast, can you? Now, Christy and I had an interesting night. And the reason is because last night, very pretty, isn't it? Last night we woke up to probably somewhere, I would guess, in the mid-20s to mid-30-mile-an-hour wind gust coming off of that mountain. And you can see some storms over there. But we woke up to the tent basically collapsing on us. So we had to hurry up in the middle of the night and take down the tent, which as you can see is not there, and move indoors. Alright, so this is the road that we're on today, and we will be heading into Ephraim to hit the Walmart up for Christy's prescription. And then from there, we're going to go to 𝗬𝒂𝒏𝒈 State Park. And if it's somewhere around 4 or 5 o'clock when we get to 𝗬𝒂𝒏𝒈, then we'll go ahead and camp. If it's somewhere around lunchtime, then we're probably going to keep it moving. But I really like to camp there because it is absolutely beautiful. I think that Christy would thoroughly enjoy it. That's what we got right now. This is the scenery we're looking at. It's beautiful. It looks like you got some the salt type coverage over the mountains there. You got red sand over here, and then you got some canyons behind us, and just all kinds of a plethora of different type of scenery. So this is the ride out. We just passed over a pretty main road. I think it was 20 something, and this is the view that we see right now. Just absolutely gorgeous. Goblin State Park is right over there, Goblin Valley State Park, which I've heard is very pretty. This is it. So my weather woman, Christy, has just checked on the weather conditions that we can expect for the remaining portions of our trip, and it looks like it might get pretty cold in Idaho. So I may end up we're on our way to Ephraim after we get over this pass. As you can see, it's storming pretty bad here. There's actually flash flood warnings and all, but once we get past this pass, we'll actually be in Ephraim. And then once we get past Ephraim, we'll be in 𝗬𝒂𝒏𝒈, which is probably where we're going to camp for tonight. And hopefully the storms will stay at bay, at least around that area, because it is a beautiful campsite. But I'm probably going to need to put in, or probably going to need to get a heavier duty sleeping bag if we're going to be traveling through 30-degree weather. Christy and I just left the Walmart in Ephraim, Utah. And we are now on Northwest Valley Road, headed south, which is crazy. But anyway, beautiful scenery, as you can see in the background there. It's been kind of storming off and on. I just looked at the temperature in 𝗬𝒂𝒏𝒈 State Park on the 𝗬𝒂𝒏𝒈 Lake, and it seems to be in the 50s, which would be good. Although while we were at Walmart, I did grab a heavy-duty sleeping bag because, when did you say? We get into Idaho,
it's going to be in the 30s at night.
They're showing in the 30s at night, and I'm out. So the little lightweight sleeping bag that I had, it's not going to work for that. So I did get a heavier weight sleeping bag, just a little Walmart brand one. We'll see how it works out. Other than that, we're trucking right along, and we should be arriving to 𝗬𝒂𝒏𝒈 State Park here shortly, and that's where we'll set up camp. So stay tuned. All right, so we are fighting up this hill with the thickest mud that we have come across yet. And I mean, it's been constant up this hill. As soon as we started up the hill on Main Canyon Road, it's just been mud. I had thoughts that I needed to check my tires, and come to find out it's not the tires that's messed up, it's the road. I mean, there's just no explanation to the mud that's on this. Crazy. getting this rocky stuff. Just so you're aware, this is the mud that we're talking about. This is what we're trying to climb up these mountains right here. And it's just filled with that mud. I mean, look, the bottom half of the bumper down there is hanging. It's so full of mud. Oh, man. That is yuck. Chrissy said, do you want to keep traveling down this? And the answer is yes, because we're nearly done. And again, I'm so glad we're not on bikes. That's going to be miserable. Ugh, maybe some of these rocks will clean it off. I mean, if you're going to slip and slide up a mountain range, at least you have something pretty to look at, right?
Freaking out that we're just going shoot right off the cliff. You don't have enough time.
Chrissy's freaking out.
Oh, no, you do.
Yeah, she's definitely freaking out because this mud is unreal.
It's like we're on ice.
I almost took out the whole right side of the truck just a minute ago. I came around a corner and you just can't stop or turn. And you just gotta hope for the best like that. I mean, it's unreal. And it's not that bad. I mean, you just gotta go slow, but you can't really stop. And luckily the traction control is working good for you too.
Oh yeah, we would have been donezo without it.
But you know, when you start going around these corners, you just gotta brake early and often and not brake in the middle of the corner. That's the trick. Keep rolling through the corner. If not, you may go off the cliff like what Christy says. These cliffs aren't that bad, but man, up there, it was a little puckering. It was just a little puckering, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this mud is
I mean, there's like baseball-sized chunks flying off
yeah.
the tires.
And the tire can't get clean. Unreal.
Yeah, they're caked.
This is gonna add another 300 pounds of weight to the damn 4Runner here. And the good thing is, though, you're mixed here with some of these rocks. And you can try to go up these rocks and clean the tires a little bit. But I tell you, that's crazy. And this is on Skyline West Mountain Road in outside of Ephraim, Utah. I'm not driving down this mountain. The mountain's driving me. Hey, y'all think I'm playing? I ain't playing. The only real chance you got is to stay in these ruts so you don't fly off the edge. Oh, man.
This is rude.
Look at that sun, how the sun goes over the mountains over there. I wish it would come over the side.
Try this shit out.
Holy cow.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. This is still mud, guys. Don't let those looks fool you. It's still mud. Unbelievable. Oh hell, bud, I got me some swooper swampers. Man, shoot. I swing right on through that. Call me the mud slinger. Hold my beer. I'm fitting to show you how to get through this. Alright, so we're still on the same road, Skyline West Mountain Road here. And then now it's switched from that mucky, nasty stuff to rocky gravel. Perhaps this stuff just isn't wet, and that's the reason that it's I was telling Christy the only thing that compares to that mud there is the Oklahoma mud that I ran into last year. However, Oklahoma mud, you're just going flat and there's no rocks and it's just pure mud. This has got rocks mixed in it and you're going up and downhill, so you've got a little bit of momentum. The Oklahoma mud does literally, you're just spinning in place sideways. So we're done with the mud. Now we should be able to make some pretty good time to Yuba National Park, or State Park, and there I'm going to have to clean out some of the mud that's caked up in the bumpers and all, so that way we don't get horrible gas mileage and ride like crap. It's the current situation. Let's have a look at Apple. There's that mud just caked over everything. Oh my gosh, that is so bad. See it making the bumper hang down? Jeez. We're gonna have to get some of that off now. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a little bit of that off now. Yeah, I tried to get some off of it, or some of it off, and no, stuff's way too thick. It's gonna have to dry a little bit first. Yeah, we like, you know, here in Utah, we like to keep our creeks and our roads one and the same. That way, you know, a little easier to maintain. That road's dirt. With potholes. And mud. It's crazy. Did you figure out how much longer we've got on this road?
I think it's a good ways.
Right. Well, we got room for some more mud. We've come up on the committee. I was just telling Christy, sigh of relief because we're almost done. There's it looks like an interstate up here that we get on, but whoever gets behind us is not gonna be happy at all. No, they're not. Some guy in his just freshly cleaned Ford Mustang's gonna be riding around with his girlfriend, and we're just gonna be pelting mud droplets of cow dung and mud. But golly, look at that beautiful, beautiful view though. It's nice and sunny over there. Everywhere that we're not, it's sunny. It's sunny. Oh man. Well, we're gonna have to stop and pressure wash the truck because I got a little bit of a shake going on about 70 because of all the mud. Mud's Alright, Christy and I are off the Trans-America Trail, and we just left the Flying J truck stop in Scrippo, Utah, something like that. Everything about the Flying J is just absolutely phenomenal. We were able to get us showers, which Christy's extremely happy about, and I'm happy about too because it was time for a shower. The only downfall is that it is roughly a 40-minute drive to the nearest place that sells Bud Light, or any alcohol for that matter. Yeah, so the good news is we are refueled. Yeah, and check this out. A 30-pack. Like, they don't even... 30. They don't even sell those where I'm at. And then to top it all off, not only is that 30, but it was only like, what, 20 bucks? Yeah. So we got a cool camp. You can't hear. Yeah, this is our camp. You can't see it yet, but in the morning, wait until you see what it looks like. I stayed here last year, and it was really cool. The sunset and all, but we're like the only ones here. Apple is absolutely disgusting. But refuel her. We're right on the Trans-America Trail, so we'll leave out first thing in the morning and probably get over to West, what is it? West Wendover?
Yeah.
West Wendover tomorrow. I was hoping to get a hotel room there, but it looks as if because it's Friday, they might be booked up or more expensive than I want to pay. So, but we're going to take a look at it because we have full 4G. Yup. Both phones. Rocking. Till tomorrow. Peace.